Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, glory, worship, and love for Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the elect. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, and verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And right now, we've been seeing earthquakes and we've been seeing uproars over this coronavirus. People can't pay their bills. So they're just the other day, I think it was Maryland or something. They went over there with these Edomites went into the Capitol building with guns again. And this says, verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath at a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. So the end is manifest. It's here. Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, and endings in effects and signs. The signs of the end are here. I'm going to show this video. The farmers are starting to kill all the animals. It's going to cause a famine. And every one that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by his faith. So if you're not doing the Lord's work, you're not going to escape. And if you don't have the faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kadash, you're not going to escape. Whereby ye have believed shall be preserved from the said perils. What perils? This famine, the sword, and wild beast, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So this is an election. You can't become an elect. You're either an elect or you're not an elect. This is Matthew chapter 24, and I'll start at verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. And we've been seeing wars and rumors of wars for many years now. For nation shall rise against nation. So nationality against nationality, a race war. And kingdom against kingdom. Like I said, this kingdom against kingdom is like the United States against China. And there shall be famines. What's happening on this video I'm about to show. It's showing that famine is coming. And famine is here already. And pestilence, COVID-19, and more to come. And earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So right now we're in the beginning of sorrows. Jacob's trouble.
Regional Director of RCalf USA is a fifth-generation Colorado rancher and recently delivered this message.
Hey everybody, this is Shad Sullivan coming to you from the headwaters of Bitter Creek, Archer County, North Texas. We have to talk. State officials will be assisting to help identify potential alternative markets if a producer is unable to move animals, and if necessary, advise and assist on depopulation and disposal methods. Ladies and gentlemen, we are plowing under vegetable crops from coast to coast. We are euthanizing millions of chickens. We are aborting sows and burying feeder pigs. We are dumping milk by the hundreds of thousands of gallons, and now They are preparing us to depopulate the fat cattle ready to harvest because of a bottleneck created by the effects of COVID. This thing hasn't been created by COVID, but the effects of COVID and the logistics therein. Yesterday, the first shipment of imported beef from the country of Namibia hit the shores of the United States of America. And yet this morning, they are telling us to prepare to euthanize harvest-ready cattle. It is time.
Okay, this is Acts chapter 11 and verse 27. And in these days came prophets from Jerusalem unto Antioch, and there stood up one of them named Agabus, and signified by the Spirit that there should be great dearth throughout all the world, which came to pass in the days of Claudius Caesar. And this word dearth, I looked it up. It says scarcity of harvest, famine. So that's what's coming to America, and it's coming soon. This farmer here is blowing the whistle that the government is telling them to kill all the animals. And we're going to go to Ezekiel chapter 7 and verse 15. The sword is without, and the pestilence and the famine within. He that is in the field shall die with the sword. So these Edomites out here in the field or in the mountains, they're going to die by the sword. Martial law troops or the UN. And he that is in the city, famine and pestilence shall devour him. So he's going to die of hunger, and he's going to die of the COVID-19. Or some other pestilence that will come out. Because the Lord is going to start throwing all hell on America for its abominations. Ezekiel chapter 14 and verse 13. Son of man, when the land sinneth against me by trespassing grievously, what does America do? Abortions, faggotry, blasphemy with that Caesar Bose shit. That's grievously. Then will I stretch out my hand upon it, and will break the staff of bread thereof, and will send famine upon it, and will cut off man and beast from it. So that's the spirit right there. And will cut man and beast from it. What is this farmer saying? They're killing the beast, the animals. So this famine it's right here already. Give it a couple more weeks and it's gonna really kick in. Jeremiah chapter 15 and verse 2. And it shall come to pass, if they say unto thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are for the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity. So all this is coming to America. Death, sword, famine, captivity. They're gonna put you in those not the the elect, but even some of the elect are gonna have to die, but they're gonna put these people, these Americans, into captivity in concentration camps. Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse 4. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried. but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth. And I seen the other day, they found 100 bodies in a U-Haul truck, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven. So they're already having trouble burying these people. Watch when the martial law comes. And for the beast of the earth, the fowls and the beast are going to eat your dead bodies. And one more. This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. So we got to come out of America, not physically, but spiritually. Don't be like these Americans. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahweh hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, fill to her double. How much she hath glorified herself, and lived deliciously. So everybody wanted to come to America because they had in these other countries, they're like poor. They're really poor. In America, it seemed like they had everything. So much torment and sorrow give her, for she hath said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death, and mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire, for strong is Yahweh who judgeth her. With that, I want to say shalom to the elect.